What's up guys, can we show you back in the video? Today's video is what if Scott didn't know that Mike had multiple personality disorder. So this idea was by Duncan TDROI. Thank you for your suggestion. I will be getting around to what Duncan and Mike swap seasons. I think that's a really cool idea. And I am doing character seasons again. It's just not. I'm getting through all my notes and all the other what ifs as well. So thank you guys for all the suggestions. And I'm also doing, you can suggest also how, if a character, what the character won in series, like in Total Drama, the Total Drama timeline, and even Disventure Camp. I'm doing Total Drama first and Disventure Camp. I'm doing it from season 1, and then I'll be starting from the first season all the way to All Stars for Disventure Camp, same for Island to the reboot cast, as I feel doing it out of sequence would feel a bit unauthentic. So I decided that I wanted to make this, so thank you for your suggestion. Sorry about that, but back to the theory. So, Scott wouldn't really change the episode. Cameron would accidentally... Basically, Cameron doesn't accidentally reveal multiple personalities. Mike's personality is Scott. So, Brick gets voted off like normal, and Amaria quits. Dakota would still come back as a player, and she gets put onto the maggots. Scott still throws. Joe and Lightning win the challenge. Scott uses immunity idol, gets rid of Dakota's lead. Because that's fair enough. Those episodes wouldn't change because Scott, knowing Mike has multiple personalities, wouldn't. But the merge, so the merge is the same cast. And bye bye rats, bye bye maggots. So because Scott doesn't know Mike has multiple personality disorder, Scott wouldn't go blackmail Mike for the entire episode, towing him around so Mike would be able to help Zoe during the challenge. So I think Mike, Lightning and Joe get captured, Lightning still gets betrayed. I think Mike would actually win immunity. Considering the fact in the original Lightning that Mike was really good at this and actually would have won, if he was, in my opinion, if Scott wasn't towing him. And because Mike obviously doesn't like Scott, he gets rid of Scott here. Episode 10, this is where they have to do... So this is the episode where they have to make their own items. The aircraft. So Mike would just replace Scott and have the wings, and Lightning and Cam work together. Joe would try to convince Lightning again into the alliance because she points out to him that these three are obviously working together. Joe still gets sabotaged, and because of that, she still gets voted off. Mike would also go along with the vote as he has no real reason to not, and I think Cameron would still crash through the window. Mike wouldn't do that good here. He wouldn't get sabotaged by Zoe, though, but he would end up not doing that well here. Episode 11. This is where they have to eat Puke Me Worry. So Lightning would win the first part of the challenge. And then it's a race to the end. So because Cameron was in Lightning's back and he won the immunity, I think 3 out of the 4 people being Mike, Zoe, and Cameron. I'm concerned for the 4th person in the merge, because it seems like to me now that Lightning hasn't got anyone to work with, he's the biggest threat. Lightning's out. Episode 12. This is where we have... So first of all, Zoe's necklace would still break, but because Mike would understand Zoe, he'd be able to get through to her, so she wouldn't really be commando necessarily. So while Zoe would still be commando, I think Mike would realize that she's developed another personality. So I think Mike will try to convince Zoe in this episode and try to get her back to her normal self. Cameron still wants a friendship finale, but obviously Zoe usually has the fire plant, but then turns back to save Cameron. So Mike would just turn to Svetlana or Vito and save Cameron. So he would save Cameron as he would tell Zoe to go on. He'll save Cameron. And I think Zoe would end up winning the challenge. So between Mike and Cameron, that she's obviously taking Mike to the end, and I think Cameron's out here. So they each get winning endings. Yeah, they pin each other for 3 seconds. I mean, I'm kind of sorry it doesn't change that much of the timeline, but Mike and Zoe pin each other down for 3 seconds. So Mike has his personalities, and Zoe's commando. Cameron could be the deciding winner for whether or not Zoe or Mike win. If you want, you could say Mike takes Zoe, Cameron, or you could have Zoe and Cameron. But I think Mike and Zoe would definitely take each other to the end. And I think who would win, Mike and winner? Hard to say. I like both characters. Two of my favorites, Mike and Zoe. I do like the couple. I like the characters. I probably think out of the two, Mike might have won it, but Commander Zoe's pretty strong, to be fair. So, thank you guys for watching. This is the Elimination I think the season would have gone. And I just thought it'd be cool to add the other campers because just to know that they were in the season. So it's cool to see them from the season. So obviously the first episodes don't really change, but Scott being out, that's a massive effect. Obviously, the Golden Trio end up dominating the game. So yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what other suggestions you guys want as well. And yeah, peace for all.